Hi, today we're going to be talking about applying for Social Security benefits. So, why are Social Security benefits important for your young adult with a disability? Well, if your adult child receives Social Security benefits, they're eligible for Medicaid. Medicaid can pay for things that they might need, like day programs or group homes. And then those Medicaid waiver lists, the interest lists that usually are several years long, require that you have Medicaid when your name come up in order to receive the waiver funding. So we're really wanting that connection to Medicaid that comes through having Social Security benefits because that is going to link to long-term services and supports. So why would you maybe need a Medicaid waiver in the future? Well, these are just a list of things that are provided with one of the waivers, which is HCS or Home and Community Services. So it can provide housing, it can provide day program, employment services, behavioral support. There are a lot of different things that are provided through the Medicaid waivers that your son or daughter may be on the interest list for. And so, as an adult, they may not need them right now, but as an adult, they may need some of these services. And so, we want to make sure that you're connected and that when they do come up on that list, they're eligible because they have Medicaid. So, when you hear people say that they're applying for Social Security benefits, that could mean one of two things. It could either be supplemental security income, which is SSI, or Social Security Disability Insurance, which is SSDI. So, what is the difference between them? SSI, or Supplemental Security Income, is for individuals who are unable to work and have little to no income due to their disability. The way that they word it is substantial gainful activity. People who are on SSI can work, but they have a certain number of hours before it affects their Social Security benefits. And that's something that can be worked out in the future if your young adult wants to work. Their disability is going to last more than a year, and there's no more than $2,000 in resources. So they can't have an account that has more than $2,000 in it. For Social Security Disability Insurance, the SSDI, this is based on work credits of the individual or their parents. So if parents have paid into Social Security by working and they are now either deceased, disabled, or retired, then a young adult might receive SSDI instead of SSI. So the government, when they look at everything, they look at which one you qualify for, and they're pulled from two different pots of money. So that's why they're separated. So when you're applying for Social Security benefits, some things you want to make sure. Make sure that you wait until your child's 18th birthday. Do not apply before their 18th birthday because they will go back and say, oh, they're 17, and they will deny it. So you want to make sure you wait until they're 18. The other thing about that is once they're 18, everything depends on their income. Prior to 18, parents' income is factored into it, but once they're 18, it's solely on their income. So when you're asking or answering questions that are asked, you're answering them as your adult child would. The current wait time to be approved right now is over a year, and more than likely you're going to be denied at first. We recommend you just be prepared to file an appeal. It takes time to get this done. And we also want to note that Social Security is an extremely complicated system. We are providing just basic information here to get you started, but there may be other circumstances that affect your adult child's eligibility. So let's talk about how to check eligibility and apply for Social Security benefits. To start, you're going to need quite a few documents. So if you can gather these ahead of time, it can be really helpful. But you're definitely going to need them before your appointment with Social Security. So things that they're going to want is your date of birth, place of birth, Social Security number. So having that birth certificate and Social Security card. Name and address and phone number of two people who are not healthcare providers who know about your medical condition and can say, yes, this person has such and such disability. They're going to ask for checking or savings account information, and this would be for electronic deposit of benefits. They're going to need records relating to your medical conditions. So that can be a combination of your evaluations from school, a doctor's evaluations. They're going to want to see everything. So as much as you can get together, the better. They're going to need names, address, and phone numbers of healthcare providers, any medications that your young adult takes and why they take them, any medical tests they've had related to their condition. And then they're also going to ask about any jobs that they've had and information about education and vocational training and dates completed. So that would be training they've done maybe in high school, here at Reddix, or at with Texas Workforce. So to get the process started, you're going to go to ssa.gov, and this is the Social Security website. And up here, there is a spot where it says check eligibility for benefits under prepare. So we recommend starting there. And when you click on that, it's going to take you through a list of questions. So basically, it takes about 10 minutes. You're going to see if your young adult would qualify. So what I will say is, as you're answering these questions, if your young adult is not able to do it and you're doing it for them, you need to answer as they would answer. Remember, everything is based on their income and them and not the parents anymore. So once you click start, you're going to go through all of the questions, answering as your young adult would. And then at the end, you may get something like this. You may be eligible for Social Security benefits. And so the next thing that you're going to do is down at the bottom, the blue button where it says Get Started. So when you click on that blue button to get started, you're going to get a screen like this. Now you have some options. You can start the application online, which is where it says Get Started. Or you can call and set up an appointment if you want to do it in person. But I will say, getting started, if you do that part at the end, you are still going to have to set up an appointment because you will have to go in. So the getting started will get you, you'll put in some of the basic information ahead of time so it can kind of get your application going quicker once you get there. But either way, you're going to have to make an appointment to go in and meet with them. So just remember, when you go in to meet with them, make sure you bring all of your documents with you, anything that you think you might need. If you're like, oh, I don't know, pack it and take it with you. But it takes some time to get those appointments. So the sooner that you can get on and get scheduled for an appointment, the sooner you'll get in. And then that process that takes over a year often will get started. So we wish you the best of luck with getting your Social Security benefits for your young adult, and have a great day.